How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. I'm Benny with Plants, Fitness, and Friends, and today I'm going to be taking you through a little lower body workout as well as a full day of eating for me. As you can see, I just prepared some mango and 2 kiwis, and I also threw some flaxseed on there. I like to have fruit in the morning before I work out. It gives me a burst of energy, it gives me some good carbs, some good sugars to get me through the workout. So before I hit this workout, I'm just gonna put some oatmeal in the Instant Pot so that it's done by the time I'm finished working out. So just to show you here, I have a 3/4 cup of oats. I have a 1.5 cups of soy milk. I'm gonna use soy milk instead of water to cook the oats to get a little more protein. And then I have some cinnamon here that I'm just gonna put in there as well to give it a little flavor. So we just got this rack. For those of you that don't know, we just moved in, my girlfriend and I just moved in to a new apartment in Denver. We did move from Boulder just like a week ago or 2 weeks ago. And we got this at this like moving away sale just up the street from us. It was super dirty, super sticky, the rack I mean, and it took me a good 2 hours just to get all the grime off there, but it looks so good now and I'm so happy with it. Up here we got a little tea shelf, and then we got the Instant Pot, some fruit, a microwave there, some ramen. And then down here we just have a bunch of snacks and a giant bag of white rice that we got from Costco like 6 months ago. So I'll just put this in here for now. 3/4 cup of oats there. And we got the 1.5 cups of soy milk. Cinnamon. And of course, for those of you that don't have an Instant Pot, again, you can cook oats on the stove. You can also make overnight oats. That's a really easy way. They're super tasty as well. It kind of tastes like soggy cereal a little bit, which strangely I kind of like. But you don't need an Instant Pot, just makes your life easier. All right, so pressure cook here, 2 minutes, and we'll set that. And by the time I'm done working out, that's gonna be ready to eat. So as I said before, this is going to be a leg workout, at-home leg workout. You don't need weights. I am going to be using some weight plates, but it's really going to be basic calisthenic movements. So it's going to be some lunges, some jump squats, some squat holds, deep squat holds, and then some calf raises. And pretty much that's it right now that I do. I do like 4 or 5 sets of lunges. And what I'll do is I'll start the set at a higher weight. And as I move through the set, I take off weight. So I'll start with holding a 25-pound plate. It's not much, but it definitely does something. Then after that, I'm gonna go down to a 10-pound plate. And after that, I'm gonna go down to nothing. So I'm just gonna do some body weight stuff. And I'll do 4 or 5 sets of that, like I said. And with the jump squats, I'm just gonna do 4 or 5 sets of 10 to 15 jump squats, depending on how I feel during those sets. And after each jump squat set, I do a squat hold right after the set. And at the end of the workout, I'm gonna do some hanging ab work, so some L-sit holds, some leg raises, some knee raises, stuff like that. So like I said before, I have this plate here, 25 pounds. I did actually just order a bar to do some overhead work to rehab my shoulder. But for now, I'm gonna use this to do some lunges. And as I said, I'm gonna move down and weight. 10 pounds. Body weight. So I don't have the biggest legs, I will say that, but I'm of the opinion that to get big legs, you pretty much just need to do a combination of lunges and squats. And of course accessory work for calves and stuff like that, so your calves aren't disproportionately small. But in terms of getting size on your legs and your butt, lunges and squat variations with weight, or I mean you could do without weight, you're gonna get more shredded than you are large, but either way, lunges and squats, I think, king of leg exercises. And again, for those of you who don't have weights, you can still do this workout easily. You just need to do higher volume. So you need to do what's difficult for you, how many reps you can hit until failure. So you can do 4 or 5 sets of till failure lunges on each leg. You could do, on top of that, jump squats, like I'm gonna do. That's a calisthenics movement anyway, so no weight required. You can also just do regular squats for as many reps as you can get till failure, and you can do 4 or 5 sets of that. And then for calf raises at the end, I'll show you that. But same deal, just calf raises, as many as you can get until failure. Because even though at the beginning of the exercise, when you're at 15 reps maybe, it's gonna be easy. But by the time you hit something like 50 reps, or even for maybe even me, like 30 or 40 or something like that, you start to get pretty tired and your legs start to burn really badly. So even though at the beginning it might seem easy, just keep going until it gets hard, and it will get hard for sure. There are a number of calisthenics athletes that are surprisingly jacked. I mean, they probably do weighted calisthenics and stuff like that too, but you can gain significant size and specifically toned musculature through calisthenics alone, so through body weight exercises alone. If you have nothing, you can still work out and you can still hold yourself accountable. And it's probably even easier because you don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to rely on any equipment, you just rely on your body. Switch legs this time. Start on the opposite leg. So I just finished up 4 sets of those lunge drop sets, and now I'm gonna head over to do jump squats, about 4 sets of those. When I'm doing jump squats, what I like to do is I like to get down in position, kind of put my hands behind me, keep my heels on the floor, and then just shoot up and come back down. Same position, shoot up. And then I like to hold here. I can't go too deep, but I want to be able to go deeper. This is how you do it. And sometimes in those squat holds, what I'll do is I'll get near a door or a doorpost, something like that, and I'll hold on to it as I'm squatting down so I can go deeper without falling over. So that actually stretches your hips, your hip flexors, allows you to squat deeper, improves your squat mobility, and your hip flexibility. So those are both important if you want to get a deeper squat, and getting a deeper squat means a fuller range of motion, which means getting better gains. All right, folks, so last little thing here, we're gonna be doing a superset of calf raises. I'm gonna use weight, and I'm gonna do drop sets like I was doing with the lunges, and L-sits hanging. We're gonna hold the weight up here, and just come up, down. And I try not to let my heels touch, or just barely. Keeps the tension in the calves. This is not the optimal range of motion. It would be better if I could be on a step and my heels could go below the step and then I could put them above the step. That would be optimal for range of motion. But this still does something. And these are home workouts, and especially during this pandemic, you gotta do what you gotta do. I can usually get about 15 with the weight, and then I take the weight off, do 15 more. You can also hold for a couple seconds at the top. That'll make it a lot more difficult. So yeah, I'm just gonna do a few more here. No weight. I like to cross my arms like this when I'm doing some body weight workouts. Keep my elbows up and make sure that my back is straight. My body is aligned. And I'm gonna come over here. Do some L-sit holds, some knee raises. I'm gonna go straight into the knee raises. You wanna do them slow? Try to tilt your pelvis at the top. You don't want to use any momentum. You want it to all be your core. Alright folks, just finished that workout and now I'm preparing to eat this oatmeal. So right here in this bowl we got 2 tablespoons of hemp seeds, 2 tablespoons of chia seeds, and 2 tablespoons of powdered peanut butter. As I said last time, the hemp seeds and the chia seeds are both really high in ALA omega-3s. Those are really important for brain health and heart health. Also, hemp seeds are really high in protein, as is this powdered peanut butter. For 50 calories of powdered peanut butter, you get 6 grams protein, which is pretty good. And then right here, we have a cup of wild blueberries. Those are a little smaller than your regular blueberries, but also a little tastier, so, you know what I mean? Anyway, so over here we got the oatmeal. 45 minutes it's been waiting. It's not the best, but it'll be all right. And the pressure is already released up there. So I'm just gonna open this up. Looking pretty good. So I'm gonna grab a wooden spoon here. There's a spoon drawer. Well, there's other things besides spoons in here, but I feel like that'd be cool if I had a drawer solely for spoons. Maybe one day. Alright, so stirring this up a little bit. And I put this soy milk in here. I've been doing this for the past few days. It makes the oats way creamier, way tastier. It also upped the protein by something like 10, 11, 12 grams. So yeah, I really like soy milk a lot. A lot of people I know that are not vegan have expressed concern to me about soy, and I will say there are studies that I've seen at least that show that there are potential problems with certain types of extracted soy products. So if you're talking maybe soy protein isolate or some of these fake meats, not all of them, a lot of them have pea protein, which is perfectly fine to eat. But some of these soy protein products, they're not bad in moderation, but they do have the potential to affect your estrogen or testosterone levels, whereas whole soy products, like you see Dr. Greger talks about this a lot of vegan doctors talk about how whole soy products being tofu, tempeh, whole soybeans, edamame, soy milk, these are all whole soy products because they're not really modified, they're made directly from soybeans. So those products are completely safe to eat. I actually eat them in abundance and I have no problems whatsoever. I have my blood work tested like maybe a month or 2 ago and everything was perfect. So really, I wouldn't worry about eating whole soy products. Yes, maybe cut back on the processed meats that have soy protein isolate or certain other types of soy compounds, but besides that, you're okay to eat soy. All right guys, just gonna pour all this together right now. I do not have a big bowl. The last place I lived at, my roommates had a few kind of giant bowls perfect for me. I like having giant portions of food and giant bowls are perfect for that. But over here we did get these from a thrift store and they're really nice, I like them, but they're not as big as I would like. So we'll have to deal with this here. This kind of smells right now like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. My girlfriend Sarah does make this overnight oat recipe that to me like legitimately tastes like soggy Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It's amazing. It's also super easy and I will show you that in another video, but for now this will have to do. It still does smell like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but it is not, obviously. Just a little bit healthier. Blueberries in here. Oh, yeah, you see? This bowl is tiny. Anyway, again, not the prettiest product here, but there that is, you know? Anyway, I'm gonna eat this right now, and then I'll see you in a little bit. Stella. Alright guys, so I just finished up eating that breakfast, and I also watched a little TV. I'm not gonna lie, I've been watching Glee for the past week and a half. I'm only on the first season, but it's pretty good. I gotta say, it's pretty good. I didn't think it would be that way, but I'm thoroughly enjoying it. It's really entertaining. Quinn just had a baby. The McKinley High School Glee Club just lost nationals. So that's what I've been doing for the past little bit. I'm gonna go shower, and I'm gonna do a little bit of writing as well, and I'll be back with you for lunch. I just wanted to also clarify something about soy that I said before. You should buy at least non-GMO soy, but probably organic soy as well. Most soy products you'll find in stores are already that way. They're mostly organic. If they're not, they're probably non-GMO, but I would check on that because that has also been shown. If you're eating non-organic GMO soy, it might be problematic to your health. Alright guys, welcome back here. I'm making lunch right now. Over here I've got water heating up. I'm going to make some pasta, and to show you what I'm going to put in it, the pasta I'm specifically using is this Trader Joe's organic yellow lentil and brown rice pasta. So if you're a vegan, or even if you're not a vegan, and you're not eating protein pasta, you're doing it wrong, in my opinion. Because this stuff is loaded with protein. It's crazy. It's, in my opinion, it's just as good as regular pasta, and per serving, there are 6 servings in this 12-ounce container. Per serving, you get 14 grams of protein. So that means in this thing, there's almost 90 grams of protein, which in my opinion is pretty ridiculous. I also have this stuff, the chickpea pasta. I do like that as well. But today I was feeling this yellow lentil and spaghetti stuff. So I'm gonna put this back over here, and I'm gonna be putting some red sauce on here. This is actually red sauce that Sarah and I made. It's really simple. We use like canned San Marzano tomatoes, garlic, a little bit of olive oil. I will say I don't think olive oil is a health food. I would never say that, but I do consume olive oil. I mean, like, it's easy, it's good, I like it. I don't put it on everything. I don't cook with it every day, but it is not a health food in my opinion. So you can get healthy fats from other sources, whole foods that you don't need to get from extracted oil. But anyway, other than the sauce, I'm gonna put some red chili peppers on here. I'm gonna put some oregano, and I'm gonna put some nutritional yeast. If you don't know what nutritional yeast is, pretty much it's kind of got this cheesy flavor, and it's also loaded with nutrients. So if you see there, just a crazy amount of stuff. You got potassium a little bit, then thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, vitamin B6, folate, some other stuff. So that's what's going on there. And I'm also gonna make a salad with a little bit of dressing. Alright guys, so here's the finished product. I got a little salad over here, just a couple cups of kale, a little bit of broccoli. I just drizzled some tahini on top of there, some black pepper, and some red wine vinegar. So feeling pretty lazy with the dressing. I just threw a bunch of stuff on top of there. Then we got the pasta here. As I said, we got nutritional yeast on top of there with some red pepper flakes and some oregano. So I'm gonna go eat this, and I'll see you guys in a minute. Alright guys, welcome back. For dinner we're making tofu scramble and some home fries. So I have all that stuff set up here. I spared you guys the slicing and the cutting and just did it beforehand before getting on camera here. So I got a block of tofu here. I just took it out, I patted it down to get the water off. You don't really need to strain it for a scramble. And then I got some green onions there, a couple of Roma tomatoes. I chopped up a red bell pepper, and I just picked some fresh basil. And then besides that, I'm gonna be putting some nutritional yeast again on the scramble. I'm also gonna be putting some sambal once it's done, and then some salt and pepper here. And then for these potatoes, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna poke holes in them, and then I'm gonna put them in the microwave over there to soften them up a little bit before I put them in the pan to crisp up into home fries. So now I'm gonna pop these in the microwave just for 2 or 3 minutes on each side, depending on your microwave strength. So you don't need oil here for these bell peppers. Bell peppers do have a ton of water that they just release in the cooking process. Although for the potatoes on this pan right here, my carbon steel pan, I will be using a little bit of oil just to grease it up a little bit. But for the vegetables and for the whole tofu scramble, actually, I won't be using any oil because the tofu also has a ton of water to keep it lubricated. So here is the finished product. I did chop up an avocado, half an avocado, and I put that on there, as well as some sambal, little spice. And then on the potatoes, I put some salt and pepper. And that's it. All right, folks, I just wanted to go through a quick nutrient analysis with you. Nothing too crazy, just a little overview. So I did get 2,700 calories today. For me, that is perfect. I usually try to get anywhere between 2,500 calories and 3,000 calories. It seems like that is a lean bulk weight for me, so that's what I try to aim for. In terms of protein, today I got 136 grams of protein. I didn't even use any protein powder. That is more than I need probably. I usually try to aim for anywhere between 100 and 120 grams of protein. So 136 grams of protein is more than enough for me. Moving down, I did hit all of my nutrient targets, all the B vitamins. Choline, apparently we don't need that much choline. So what I have right here is probably the base amount. I also do take a supplement that has choline in it occasionally. So that's not too big of a problem. Moving down as well, I took a vitamin D supplement, so that's good. And vitamin E, I was just 0.5 milligrams away from 15 milligrams, but also when I did research, it does appear that we don't actually need 15 milligrams. I think somewhere in the UK or somewhere in Europe, they recommend 3 milligrams a day of vitamin E, so as the base limit. So 14.5 is definitely completely fine, and probably 10 or even 7 would have been okay. So moving down as well, calcium, I hit 166% of my daily value. I hit all of these micronutrients, and sodium, I had sodium, I just didn't put it in here. Zinc, I hit zinc. That's supposed to be a hard one for vegans. And my omega-3 to omega-6 ratio is almost 1 to 2. It's like 1 to 2.5, which is very, very good. So yeah, that's everything. Alright folks, thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something today. I hope you enjoyed yourself. If you liked what you saw, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you want to see more content from me, please subscribe. I am trying to put out at least 2 videos per week, so stay tuned for those, and I'll see you in the next one.